Today we will be talking about preparing for computer investigations. So here we will cover what are the types of computer investigations, understanding the legal aspects of it, and some of the things you can do to avoid cyber crimes. There are two main types of computer investigations. There are public and private. Public investigations they are ones which involve the police or the government agencies, and private investigations are those which are inside within a corporate environment and do not involve the government. These are not governed by any of the laws. So understanding the enforcement agencies, first you understand what a criminal case is. So any suspect which is tried for criminal offenses such as burglary, murder, molestation, or fraud come under criminal case. So any cyber crime which involve any of these can also be listed under a criminal case. Computers are involved in a lot of serious crimes. Some of them include sexual exploitation of minors, digital images stored in hard disks and storage media, and internet, and missing children and adults, and missing details of missing people found on computers, drug dealing, and stalking cases. The legal procedure that is to be followed is first somebody files a complaint, then there's an investigation that happens by an investigating authority who builds the case on based on the complaint, and finally that case has to be tried in court. So the legal process always starts with an allegation, followed by which the police officer will interview the complainant and write a report on the crime, and will also check on the police blotter, which is a history of crimes that have been committed previously. This helps to discover repeat offenders. Uh, So the levels of computer expert in police are in three levels. The level one police officers just acquire and seize digital devices. The level two officers they manage high tech investigations. They can understand some of the computer terminology, and they can understand what can and can't be retrieved from digital evidences. The level three ones are the specialists who are trained in digital forensics and cybercrime, and they can recover data from a network or from a digital device. So here, if somebody, if you are an investigator that is assigned to a case, you should have a level 3 training. You should first start by assessing the scope of the case, then determine what resources are available to process your evidence, and then determine if you have all the right tools to collect and analyze the evidence. Then you gather those resources, and after that, you delegate, collect, and process the information related to the complaint. Once you build the case, the information is then turned on to the prosecutor to try it in court. So corporate investigations they involve private companies and lawyers who address company policy violations. So corporate cyber crimes include email harassment, falsification of data, gender age discrimination, embezzlement, where one person is trusting the other person with their system, and that is misused. Sabotage, where an employee decides to take up a job at a competitor's firm and takes confidential data while leaving, and industrial espionage, which involves selling sensitive and confidential company data to a competitor. So these kind of crimes can be prevented and addressed by making employees aware of policies and enforcing policies. So the first thing is you should establish clear company policies with a line of authority the first where there needs to be a committee that handle these kind of which can handle any kind of complaints. Also, you can companies can have displaying or have warning banners, which will warn somebody who's entering a network on the security and the policy violations of that network. This is an example of a U.S. government facility where a virtual private network, where oh yeah, where before entering there's a warning banner displayed to the side. Yeah, and then you can have a designated authorized requester. These are groups which will have the power to conduct investigations. Usually, they can be corporate security investigations, ethics office, equal employment opportunity office, internal auditing, the general counsel, or legal department. So, how do you conduct security investigations? There are three types of situations that are common in corporate environments: the abuse of computing assets, email abuse, or internet abuse. So, there's a silver platter of doctrine where a civilian or a corporate investigative agent delivers evidence to a law enforcement, and this information can be taken as valid by the point of view of the law. It is very important to distinguish personal and company property when conducting investigations in a corporate setup. This includes using your personal handheld devices in your office network and misusing internet. So there a clear line defining whether the misuse is of the company internet or not should be defined clearly within the policy. Thank you.